Hi, I'm Harry Forbes from ARC Advisory Group. I'm here with Vatsal Shah, the CEO of Litmus Automation. Vatsal, welcome to the forum.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Vatsal, Litmus Automation is a software company with an industrial IoT software platform. There are a lot of those on the market.
Yeah.
What is the differentiation of Litmus?
So Litmus, as a company, we got started from real edge computing as an initial use case. So majority of our customers, they come from manufacturing environment where they have a challenge in accessing the data itself. So the biggest advantage or how we are differentiated in the market is we are a feature complete platform where we are the sourcer of the data, customers can do analytics on the top of it, machine learning cycles, as well as integrate all the data to cloud. Everything that they can do, and in first 1 week of time frame. We are real product-led growth company in industrial IoT world. Our largest customer, our smallest customer, they use the same version of our product. This led us to the innovation and differentiation that we have, which is real product-led growth.
Okay, what made you really start the company? What was the thinking behind the genesis of a company like that?
So my own personal background, I'm coming from control systems engineer. I used to program PLCs. I used to program SCADA systems. And in earlier times, what the challenge that we found is it took our team of more than 4 developers 6 months to integrate Rockwell, Siemens, Omron, and Emerson systems together. That was the challenge, which was there was a large process specific plant, and it took us a lot of challenge to access the data out of these control systems. And the light bulb moment went on, which is how about if we solve industrial common data layer problem, which is we figure out the messy work on how do we integrate with all the control systems and give data in a one unified format to customers. That was the starting point. And where we started and where we are right now, they are like very large gap in between, but we still focused on industrial and manufacturing customers.
So what do you see in your customer base? What are you changing in the market today? What are you seeing from your customers?
So one of the biggest point, or one of the biggest USP for us is we have the highest amount of connectivity in this world. We can collect data from 1970s systems, 1980s systems, all the way to modern control systems out there, PLCs, DCS, robotic system. So we started collecting all the data. Then we started analyzing the data right next to the collection point. And then we normalize that data, we make that data available to broader enterprise ecosystem, machine learning ecosystem, and more. So our customers, they started looking at us as a complete edge platform, not connected to cloud at day zero. It's installed in their OT environment completely. So they collect, analyze, integrate data right at the edge. And that's our biggest differentiator.
Okay, so what would you cite as a kind of a recent accomplishment for your company, and maybe give a little hint about where you're going forward?
So last year, in terms of technology, we launched digital twin for the first time. So this digital twin framework, the advantage that we have is we don't have to rely on any other vendor to give us the data. So we have all the data that we need. Our customers could create digital twin models, asset information, asset framework itself right at the edge. So digital twin and the whole journey was a big innovation last year. We also raised our Series B. So on financial side, Belden invested in us. Lot of smart, innovative investors, they joined our company, and that was big accomplishment. In terms of a company itself, we are growing 100% year over year. So we are growing our sales teams, our marketing teams, our customer success teams, our engineering operations all around the world. And that is something that I'm really proud of.
Well, that's great. But if you look further out,
Yeah.
At ARC, we make a forecast for 5 years, which is
Yes.
pretty bold. But if you
Yeah.
had a forecast for 5 years, maybe not just for Litmus, but for the market,
Yeah.
what do you see coming down the road in that? What are you planning for?
I would say customers, our manufacturing industrial customers, they have 2 different challenges right now in front of them. The first one is immediate business need, something that they have a problem for. Why my assets are going down? Why my systems, they are not yielding this much result? So they have immediate challenges that they are solving. And then they have a long-term challenges, which are, if we have more data, we need to secure our position with data so we can innovate more in the future. So what we are saying for next 5 to 7 years is customers, they are going to continue solving their immediate business needs with data. They are going to move to cloud. They are going to move to more centralized, secure environment. Cybersecurity is big focus for ARC this year, and that is right on the point, which is cybersecurity is focused for most of our customers. And over next few years, we do think there'll be more machine learning cycles, more artificial intelligence driven, more worker helper tools will be created to onboard the next generation talents faster or help them in decision making process itself. So next 5 to 7 years, lots of data driven innovations that we can see.
Okay, well, thanks very much for being with us. And I hope you'll come back again and we can talk about that future as it emerges.
Yeah, I will be there every time. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
This is Harry Forbes from ARC Advisory Group, and my guest has been Vatsal Shah, CEO of Litmus Automation. Thank you for watching. Good. Hope I think your name.